Sri Krishna Parabrahmane Namaha. Sri Sadguru Paramatmane Namaha. Sarva Maharshibhyo Namaha. 8th Shloka. Asatyama pratishtam te jagadahuranishwaram aparaspara sambhutam kimanyat kamahaitukam. Substance. They say that the world has no basis in the truth of the Vedas, etc., that there are no dharma and adharma, that there is no Ishvara, that the world is caused by the copulation of men and women urged by sexual desire only and nothing other than that. Commentary. People of demonical nature can see only what their eyes behold. That is the truth for them. They think that the world is simply the result of the sexual desire of the male and the female. They deny the Vedas, the Dharmic Shastras, and nay, they go to the extent of denying the Supreme Lord of the universe. That is the thesis of the people of Asuric nature. What else can man think, blinded by ignorance, urged by sexual desires, torn asunder by evil passions? They see the world as merely the playhouse of the lowest forces, without truth and dharma, without the blessed Lord. Question. What further are the qualities of the people of demonical nature? Answer. They say that the world has no truth and it has no foundation in the Vedas, that there is no Ishvara, God, and that the world is caused by the sexual act of men and women urged by sensual desires. 9th Shloka. एतां दृष्टिमवष्टभ्य नष्टात्मानोऽल्पबुद्धयः प्रभवन्त्युग्रकर्माणः क्षयाय जगतो हिताः. Substance. Holding this view, these ruined souls of small understanding and fierce deeds come forth as the enemies of the world for its destruction. Commentary. Nashtatmanha. By the denial of Ishvara and the affirmation of sensual desire as the cause of this world, they have wholly identified themselves with the body and its lowest impulses. They are ruined souls. They are of little intellect because they are not able to see anything beyond their eyes. Hence, they deny the Supreme Self, Paramatma, and destroy themselves. They are men of fierce deeds, always harassing and attacking the good and righteous. They are born for the destruction of the world. They are destroyers and not constructors of anything. They are the demonical people, the Rakshasas in the human form. Question. What further are the qualities of people of demonical nature? Answer. They are ruined souls, of little intellect, of fierce deeds, and are born for the destruction of the world. 10th Shloka. काममाश्रित्य दुष्पूरं धम्बमानमदान्विताः मोहाद् गृहीत्वात् सद्ग्राहान् प्रवर्तन्ते शुचिव्रताः. Substance. Enslaved by the insatiable desire, full of pretension, pride, and arrogance, holding evil ideas by delusion, they act with impure resolves. Commentary. Dushpuram. Desire is insatiable. The more it is fed, the more it wants. Its hunger multiplies with every enjoyment. In the third discourse, the Lord has already described it as insatiable like fire. Dushpurena anadena cha. Therefore, those who are enslaved by it lead a restless and frustrated life. Dambamana madhanvitaha. Pride, self-conceit, arrogance, these are the real enemies of man, separating him from all others by the assertion of superiority. Why should man subject himself to these evils? The answer is given. Mohat, ignorance is the cause. He deludes, denies truth, accepts false ideas, and does things which ought not to be done. Asuchi vrataha. Vrata refers generally to vows of sattvic nature, like fasting, silence, etc. Such are suchivratas, auspicious vows, helpful to man in self-purification. But men of demonical nature adopt impure and unholy habits like flesh-eating, liquor, persist in them as sacred practices, Determination, performance of vows are no doubt good, but it should be for pure and sacred purposes and not for foul and unholy things. Question. What is the nature of karma? Answer. It is insatiable. Question. What further are the qualities of person having demonical nature? Answer. They yield to insatiable desires. They are the victims of pride, self-conceit and arrogance. They are ignorant. They adopt impure and unholy vows. 11th Shloka. Chintama parmeyam cha phalayam tamupashritaha kamopabhoga parma etavaditi nishchitaha. 12th Shloka. आशापाशशतैर्बद्धा कामक्रोधपरायणाः ईहन्ते कामभोगार्थम् अन्यायेनार्थसञ्चयान्. Substance. And they, men of demonical nature, held by boundless desires, unending till death or dissolution of the world, thinking of sensual enjoyments as the goal of life, decided that there is nothing more to realize. Bound by the cords of innumerable desires, prompted by passion and anger, seek for wealth by unrighteous means to satisfy their thirst for enjoyment. Commentary. The worldly man finds no end for his desires, wants, and enjoyments. They can end only with the man's death or the dissolution of the world. Let us understand clearly that desires do not end themselves at any time. They should be cut by the sword of discrimination and burnt in the fire of gnana. Otherwise, they continue forever. Being ignorant and deluded by Maya, they think and decide that there is nothing more than sensual enjoyment in the world. There is no such thing as dharma or moksha, and artha or kama. Artha and kama alone exist for man. They see nothing beyond the body and the senses, and so they conclude that sense enjoyments and bodily pleasures are the only things to be sought for in the world. They are enslaved by innumerable desires, and so they have no rest or peace of mind. The desires clamor for satisfaction, and to satisfy the desires, they should have wealth. To secure the means of enjoyment, they follow unrighteous means. By treachery, falsehoods, etc., they get wealth and spend it in the securing physical enjoyments. Thus, they live a life of kama, lust, and krodha, anger. For where there is kama, krodha follows as its closest associate. The Lord's description of the demonical nature is vivid and horrible to contemplate. The devotees and aspirants for gnana should guard themselves carefully from these evils. Desires and unrighteous way of earning money. The second is the inevitable consequence of the first. Question. What further are the qualities of men of demonical nature? Answer. Their desires are endless. They regard enjoyment as the goal of life. They deny everything higher than death. They are bound by innumerable wants. They are possessed by pride and arrogance. They gather wealth by unrighteous means for the purpose of satisfying their lust for enjoyment.